Well, gamers, it looks like games are done for. Time to just pack it up and hit the road, I guess. Because chances are, if you're playing a game, it's dead. It doesn't even matter what type of game it is. AAA games are dead, so no point wasting money on those. Multiplayer games are dead, so you don't even have to feel bad about not having any friends because those games are done for anyway. Consoles are dead because why spend money on a console when you can just play on PC? And PC gaming is dead because why spend so much money building a PC when you could just buy a cheaper console? Open world games are dead because Ubisoft sucks. Games as a service are dead because of battle passes and microtransactions and all the daily nonsense that you gotta grind through just to keep these games going. And even gaming as a whole in 2024 is just straight up dead. And that's obviously because the current landscape of games looks more devastated than Dr. Disrespect after finding out he's been canceled.
What the fuck is this game about?
I mean, just forget about GTA 6 because that'll be a dead game and Rockstar will be a dead company. And don't even bother to start thinking about the possible masterpiece that will be The Last of Us Part 3, because Naughty Dog will be dead Joel style when they release their new unannounced game. And Silksong? Well, that's the deadest game that ever died, dude. But you're probably sitting there confused and saying things like, "Hey Scasm, what are you talking about, dog? I'm squeezing my hog to Zenless Zone Zero right now." And if you're saying that, then I don't even know what to say to you. Like, talk to a therapist or something. But what you really gotta realize is that no matter where you look, you've got YouTubers of all shapes and sizes telling you that games are in the worst shape they've ever been in. And that every single game is dead and that you're gonna be dead if you keep playing them. Forget about 2023 being one of the most amazing years for games ever, because those games are all dead and forgotten. And 2024 is already being written off as basically the year of no PS5 first-party exclusives, so obviously PS5 is dead. Even though Team Asobi has Astrobot coming and Firewalk has Concord, but those obviously don't count for some reason, but I don't know. And Xbox showcased a bunch of games that are coming out in 2025, while at the same time announcing that you can play your Game Pass games on TV without needing a console, so obviously they hate Series X, and that's dead too. And even Gear 6! I bet you thought you were gonna find out what happens next time on Dragon Ball Z, but instead, they cut that shit and they're giving you a prequel. Dead franchise, of course. It's like you just can't count on any game being good, and you can't count on any game having any sort of lasting impact because no matter what game you're playing or feel like playing, it's just straight up fucking dead. Call of Duty is obviously dead because of Novodonsk. Helldivers 2 is dead because it doesn't have 200,000 daily active players anymore. And Halo is dead because, I mean, that's just obvious to anyone with eyeballs. I mean, let me tell you about this game called Alan Wake 2, okay? Amazing game with stunning visuals and a mind-bending story with creepy locations, supernatural vibes, and a score that just haunts you throughout the entire playthrough. Didn't sell a lot of copies, dead game. Now, if you use the 2 brain cells you got in your dumb head, you'd probably understand that this game is a sequel to a 14-year-old game that already only appealed to a very niche audience, and that this sequel was exclusively sold digital only and skipped out on Steam due to Epic publishing the game. So, using your single brain cell remaining in your stupid skull, you might understand that low sales are from those factors, and not from the game being dead. But YouTube says it's dead and horror games are dead, so it's obviously just dead. And even Nintendo can't escape being dead, because not only is their golden child Pokemon clearly dead and beaten, it's just obvious that Nintendo is for babies and only little newborn babies play tiny baby Switch games and that the Switch 2 will be dead on arrival. But if you think that, then you'd be like this guy, and you'd be dumb. I mean, even one of the world's most popular online team-based shooters, Valorant, a game with approximately 1 million daily players, is on death's door. Dying so hard it might as well be Overwatch at this point. Like, just straight up 10 feet in the ground, dead and buried, press F to pay your respects, dead. And for a lot of people, it's just hard to be excited about games these days. Because either the studio you love gets killed, or the franchise you adore is dead. But here's the thing, you're not dumb, and you're not a stupid idiot. So you know that games aren't dead and games are actually more alive than ever, with more incredible games coming out than ever before. Sure, a lot of them might not hit the same as those perfect games from when you were a kid, aka the power of nostalgia, but they're pretty dang close. So the next time you see some YouTuber say games are dead, just remember that they're probably right.